don't know what I want to talk about today. At like 10, 11 o'clock at night last night, I'm going, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. It's going to be a super productive day. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, nope, I don't know about that. Raisin still thinks she needs to hunt the birds. And they'll come out once in a while. Like, this is probably the quickest they've come out. But they know when she's around. She'll come barking and growling at the fence, and then they get scared and they hide in their house. So she'll get used to them eventually. She is not like Melby. That's just not her nature. Melby loves her chickens. But that's just the way it is. We'll deal. It does look like it's going to be a pretty nice day, though, so I should probably actually, like, get some things done. I've been having to fill water with my watering cans for the chickens because the only water access we really have is at the house. But the strange thing is, none of our outbuildings have gutters. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to, I already have been looking around for some water catchment pieces. So if you're around here and you want to get rid of gutters, 55-gallon barrel, and Raisin might have just taken it off across the field. 55-gallon plastic, probably, barrels, or even some good-sized trash cans I might be able to convert. But I think the gutter system is probably going to be the most expensive part. Because I could still catch some rain. And then, because in case you hadn't seen already, house, garden, greenhouse, chickens. The chickens are the farthest away from the house. But we also have a garden plot, like, on the other side of that grain bin, and a little garden shed. I found Raisin. Good. She didn't take a cough across the field. But I'm wondering if I put rain catchment, like, coming off of this building, that would be the most centralized. We'll see. But if you're one of the people that are looking to get rid of gutters or 55-gallon barrels, plastic, let me know. And transplanted radishes last night, and then decided, yeah, maybe it's a little too cool to leave them out on their own, so grab some plastic and some bricks, and that's what we got. So let's see, hopefully they survive. I was a little rough with them. So these are purple plum radishes, and these are early scarlet globe. So we'll see how they survive. Oh, there's Raisin. Oh, you decided to appear, huh? Did you take off somewhere? You can't eat the brick. She's on the hunt for something. I am so running out of room. Not sure what to do. I might be able to put these broccoli starts outside, start getting them a little more acclimated, although the stuff I just shoved outside seemed to work okay. Sage is barely popping up. I have 3 lone tomato plants out of all the tomatoes and peppers that I planted. And there's more than 1 seed in each cup. I am getting scared. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna put, those are broccoli, there's some purple. I think that's all purple and that's purple. That's your regular calabrese. In fact, I might go ahead and transplant some of the calabrese for us. These are the onions. They sprouted a few days ago, but they're just not going the way I was hoping. Those are gonna be a while before I can transplant. I've been transplanting lettuce. That was my start. I'm doing it kind of like Charles Dowding. He's kind of funny English guy, and then That's one flat, and I got another flat, and then this center variety just wasn't to a place I wanted. The ruby red wasn't quite where I wanted it. So I think these are what I'm gonna start today, or at least plant. I gotta look at my calendar for this, but I realized I haven't had coffee yet, and I'm gonna go do that first. All right, I made a list and I brought coffee. But with this sun, the greenhouse is probably gonna be roasting later in the day, even though I got the door open. So I'm gonna plant things now and do some computer stuff later. Like, I have a giant spreadsheet of plant stuff that I need to get updated so I stop confusing myself. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do today. Let me know what you're doing, I guess, because I'm really boring today. Sorry. We have walnut trees, which drop walnuts in the fall, like everywhere. And then the squirrels that don't do anything but bury nuts everywhere. So we have more walnut trees. And I'm getting some of my amazing compost out to plant, and the squirrels planted walnuts in my compost. Stay out of my compost. Colin goes and feeds them corn, and then the dog goes nuts trying to chase them. So if anybody wants to come squirrel hunting, let me know. I'll hook you up, because between them and the bunnies, they're about to get it. I wanted to talk a second about these mammoth sunflower seeds. First of all, I just think they're pretty. They're unique compared to like the other ones. I don't have any out. They're just like all that dark charcoal, almost black color. And then I accidentally got these 5-ounce cups at the store, and they are more expensive, but I'm glad I accidentally got them because I'm gonna put 2 sunflower seeds per cup since they're a bigger plant. But I've read that sunflowers don't like being messed with a lot. So I have variable germination success. So we'll see if they all sprout and then I'm in trouble, or if only one sprouts. Usually MI Gardner seeds are pretty good for sprouting. All right, these seeds are totally different as well from the other sunflower seeds. It's just so interesting to see the variability. I mean, it's the same species of plant, just a different variety strain that they've bred to look differently and act differently. This is an Autumn Beauty sunflower. Looks kind of like that. That's a mammoth sunflower. But yeah, it was just really interesting opening the packet, and then I saw all this variation. I'll have to open up another packet so I can show you the other guys. This is a Black Russian sunflower seed. Let's see if I can get in the light. Which is like what you typically see for sunflowers. That's what the packet looks like. And then when you're eating sunflower seeds, you're not actually eating that outer casing. You're eating the heart of the seed. So this is the sunflower seed that you plant. And then, see, I can't get into it with one hand. Hang on again. If I can get it to focus, that black outer casing is what the seed looks like, but that heart in there, once you chip away that outer coating, is what you usually eat in the stores. And each sunflower produces like thousands of these things. The hard part is getting into them, and I don't know how they do that commercially. So if you know, let me know in the comments. So this is Black Russian. I showed you Mammoth sunflower, Autumn Beauty sunflower, and then I'm just gonna throw that in my compost thing. The only other seed, and it looks a lot like the Black Russian, is the Sun Gold Tall Flower. And I'm planting all these for myself and also to sell, hopefully, in a plant sale. We'll see how that goes, especially with everything going on. But if you're interested in buying these in plant stage, contact me. But I'm not going to do shipping. I can't mess with that right now. But if you're local and interested, let me know. I'm also blaming my neighbor for my new sunflower seed fetish. He planted sunflowers for his bees, and so I spent all summer looking at them, and now I have 4 different varieties. Thanks a lot. They're really neat. I'm excited about them. Hopefully they germinate and grow, especially this one. It looks like a teddy bear sunflower. All right, so 60 some cups later and probably close to 200 seeds later, because I planted 2 in some of the sunflower cups and 3 in others if they were a smaller seed. And then I don't know how many chamomile. I did 6 little cups of chamomile. Those are the chamomile I transplanted. They were a little scary when I transplanted, so I just decided to go direct in the cup. So that's sunflowers, and also 2+ buckets. I think those are 2-gallon buckets of compost. And I think I'm mostly done. I just have to transplant some more lettuce. This is my crazy spreadsheet for my plants. It has now reached 3 pages, and I haven't even gotten anywhere close to planting that corn. But I wanted to show it to you in Excel, if possible. I know it's hard to read when you're videoing, but when I put it in Excel, for those that know things about Excel, I can filter it. I can sort columns based on if I want to know when I should be planting it or when I think we're going to have a date of maturity. And it's grown as the season has progressed for me. But it just started with the type, the name of the plant or variety, how many days to germinate, and when I should be planting it. Because I had so many plants, I was getting overwhelmed. Every growing zone will be different and every situation will be different. I had to find these ideal planting dates based on starting in the greenhouse versus there are a lot of plants, even tomatoes and peppers, that you could start out direct sowing in the ground. But I wanted to get a jump start on things because, as I've mentioned before, I'd like to have a plant sale hopefully in May. We'll see how this lockdown thing works or stay in place or whatever it is. So it has gradually progressed to a giant form. If this is something that you're interested in as a download, be sure to comment below, and I can always post it on our website, jctrustichomestead.com. The only thing is that you will need to change your ideal plant start date based on your growing zone. Mine is like 5B, I think. So I think I'm going to end for the day. I've gotten most of my list done, which is really exciting. But I'm sure there's a lot more that I should be adding to my list. There are a lot of seed companies that seem to be delayed with this thing going around and people on lockdown. There's been a lot more people interested in growing their own food because they want to know where it comes from. They want to know that it's healthy, that it's not shipped from overseas. I had to peruse a few sites to look for maturity dates to put in today, and I think just about every website listed that I visited had some little blurb about, due to the high volume of orders, we have had to delay shipping because there's only a limited supply, and if thousands of people order at once, it takes a lot of manpower to get those orders out. Most seed companies are only showing like a 5 to 10 day delay, but I'm sure it varies based on the company, especially the popularity. But I wanted to give a shout out to these Jordan Seed people. I believe they're in Minnesota, and they do have a closing to walk-in customers, but there is a way I would call them with your order. I don't know that they take any online orders, to be honest. But I have really enjoyed their catalog, their selection, their pricing is pretty reasonable. You can get huge quantities if you really want it. This is just a random page I opened. But check out jordanseeds.com. And they do have a really nice variety, and we bought our broom corn from them last year and have been really happy with it. So someday I hope to get more seeds from them. So I hope everybody's doing well, even with the news that this thing might be longer than anybody suspected. But I think it'll be okay. For some reason, maybe it's the fact that I've been able to spend so much time at home and not having to work, but I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today, learned a little bit of something. Let me know if there's something that you want me to touch base on or talk more about or anything. I'm kind of running out of ideas here. Also, consider visiting our website, jctrustickhomestead.com. I do a blog post usually once a month, but with the YouTube channel and everything, I've been posting a little more frequently there, along with our email newsletter. Now, I have an offer for you guys too. For a while, there is a free herb download on our website. So if you become one of our email subscribers, you can receive a little download booklet called From Our Garden to Yours, and it has some herb information, a couple recipes, and uses for herbs, because I started a lot of different kinds of herbs, in case you didn't see my 2.5 pages of plants. And as they hopefully germinate, we'll have them available. I will have our plant list on our website. I'm probably going to do it in a blog post on April 5th. So if you're interested in all the plants that I've started, check out April 5th. And I'll be sure to mention that later on that day. So I hope everybody's doing well. We'll catch you later. Good night, guys.